And good evening, everyone. Welcome to Week 5 of the high school football season. I'm Lauren Lemke with Pat Mitchell and Geneseo on the road against Rock Island. The varsity kickoff is underway as football is fielded at the 15 and brought out 20 yards to the 35-yard line. That was Hunter Clark Holke with the kickoff for Geneseo.
Well, it's a beautiful night for football. I mean, we joked earlier about a beautiful fall night, and that's what this feels like right now. Night in early October. After what we played in the last 2 weeks, the Monday with 80-degree weather, and then last Saturday with 40 degrees and 25-mile-an-hour winds with rain. I mean, this is beautiful.
57 degrees for kickoff tonight at sunset. Rock Island to throw the football on first down, and Geneseo wrapping up the receiver right away. Great play there on the outside. Solo stop made by the Leafs.
Caden Davison wrapping him up and getting him to the ground. That's going to be the key, is you can't let these rocks get free after initial contact because they are athletic.
Marion Anderson made the catch for Rock Island. The Rocks are 3-1. Geneseo 2-2 on a 2-game win streak. In the last 6 quarters, they've outscored their opponents 63-7. Second down and 8 for the Rocks. They'll put it on the ground this time. Looks like a good run out to the 45-yard line. Doesn't be close to that first down. Might be just shy.
Just short. We talked about the athleticism. You know, with the Leafs, it's going to be about taking good angles, getting off your blocks, and then making sure you hang on when you get a hand on the ball carrier.
Early third down play here. It's critical for both sides. 3rd and 1. Geneseo jumping. And were they drawn off? Three linemen for Geneseo all jumped at the same time.
First down.
Geneseo pleading that it's against the Rocks for movement, which drew the defense off. The officials having a conference out there. And here's the call. It's going to go against Geneseo.
I know we're thinking that the left tackle here jumped, but if the defense comes across the ball first, then the play's dead right there.
Rock Island last week lost to Sterling 28-17. We're going to see a fast team here tonight in the Rock Island Rocks. They got it spread out here on 1st and 10 just before midfield. Quarterback keeper. And a 6-yard run to the Geneseo 45 goes their quarterback, Eli Reese, who had a couple touchdown passes last week.
Yeah, when it comes to that read that we just saw, he's reading defensive end. As everybody's got a job. If your job is quarterback, you tackle the quarterback. If your job is a running back, you tackle the running back.
Second down, and we'll call it 6. Up the middle run. First down run and more. Cutting back out to the outside from the 35 to 30. Down to the 20, the 15, the 5. And into the end zone goes number 2, Marion Rogers.
I think we might end up with a penalty on that. It looked like one of the Leafs took a shot at a guy at the goal line.
Penalty marker inside the 5, pretty close to the goal line. It's going to go as a 45-yard touchdown run for Rock Island with just about 2 minutes gone by in this opening quarter. 10:06 to play. Rock Island's on the board 6-0.
Like I said, it's speed. Speed.
The Rocks are out to kick the extra point, but the officials are still talking about it near the goal line. That's quite the conversation they're having.
Exactly. I think they're trying to determine they can have half the distance of the goal or they can take it on the kickoff. Personal foul, right. Geneseo.
I'm going to walk over and talk to the Rock Island head coach.
Personal foul, Geneseo.
That was not necessary.
So what Ben Hammer, the head coach of Rock Island, wants to do here. I think they're going to take it on the kickoff.
Right.
Well, Pat, you warned me about that train horn that's directly behind my head, and I still wasn't ready for it.
I was here the night they put that in. It was always fun watching first-time visiting fans.
Kind of reminds me of Richmond Burton.
Yeah, oh, yes, exactly. That's what it is. It's a train horn.
Here's the extra point that Rock Island's going to kick, and it is good. Anthony Campbell with the extra point. 7-0 Rock Island. They score on their opening drive. A long touchdown run, and here's the, just took them 5 plays, 65 yards, a 46-yard run by Marion Rogers, and the extra point is good. And it's 7-0 Rock Island on senior night here at Almquist Field. Well, not the way Geneseo wanted to start things here. Kind of going back to that Sterling game where Sterling started quick, and I think you got Sterling and Rock Island two similar teams.
Right, eerily similar. I mean, it's about the speed.
So if you're just joining us, I don't know if you caught the first game here tonight, but it was Geneseo with the shutout win, 20-0.
That was exciting.
It was.
It's a couple games in a row they've thrown shutouts, that young group.
Making things interesting in the Big Six Conference. 2 minutes.
We're going to get Rock Island to kick off here to Geneseo. The Leafs will touch the football for the first time tonight.
21-6.
Put up a lot of points last week at home against Quincy thanks to a lot of turnovers.
In a hurry. 27 in the first quarter. You know, it's one of those things where with the weather the way it was and Quincy got it down early after a couple scores, they kind of were ready to go home. Talking to some people who were on the field, they were ready to go home, just get the game over.
42-7 was the final last week, and Rock Island's going to kick off from the Geneseo 45 with that 15-yard penalty. And this one looks like it's going to go right into the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Geneseo will start from the 20.
In the end zone for a touchback. Geneseo takes over 1st and 10 on their own 20-yard line. First down, Maple Leaf.
So Geneseo tonight in their away white jerseys, Pat. A little different look, though, with the pants. White pants with the stripes.
It is. The new pants, first time used against Alleman on that hot Monday afternoon. But, white on white. Doesn't look too bad.
Rock Island in their classic red uniforms, trimmed in the white numbers and the gold helmets. Geneseo's on start from the 20-yard line with their quarterback, Nathan Beneke, number 4, in the pistol. He's going to hand it off to Bruce Moore, sweeping to his right, and Moore.
Going to be a face mask call.
Gets a yard on it. Yeah, there's a flag there.
If it's not a face mask call, it should be. But it looks like they're going to call a holding on the Leafs. All I saw was Bruce Moore's head being jerked back.
Well, I think the fans that are in the stands here today, about 200 of them or so, each player got 2 tickets. And so, close to 200, I'd say.
Oh, yeah. I would agree.
I think they all saw the same thing you did, Pat.
At least on this side. But it's the guys in the stripes that matter.
Coach Johnson's got his hands on his hips like, what? Well, that's a 10-yard penalty, and that'll back Geneseo back to the 11-yard line. Will be first down and 19. Misdirection in the backfield. Bruce Moore bouncing off a couple would-be tacklers and gets it out to the 16-yard line, 5 yards on that run.
Obviously, from the first couple plays, the Rock Island's defense is just as quick as its offense. So for us, our best defense may be our offense trying to keep them off the field. But we can't start behind the chains.
3 receivers to the near side as Bruce Moore is going to set up to the left to Beneke in the backfield. On 3rd and 14. Gets the pass out, completes it. And shoved out of bounds goes number 17, Jaden Weinzerl.
He's a sophomore. He spent some time 8th grade as a quarterback and figured out he was a decent running back last year as a freshman. And now with the new offense, he fits in nice as a slot receiver.
Geneseo gets that penalty yards back in 2 plays. Now it's 3rd and 9 with 9 minutes to play in the first quarter. Rock Island leading Geneseo 7-0. Beneke rolls to his left, looking downfield, fires it, completes it for a first down, out to the 32-yard line. Mason Jones goes up and grabs that one and pulls it in.
He had time to throw. He wasn't running for his life. He was able to sprint out, get set up, and make a really nice throw to Mason Jones, who had settled in into the zone, found an opening in the zone, and just stayed put and wait for the ball.
Geneseo overcoming that penalty, and they have it at the 33-yard line, 1st and 10. Moore's going to reset in the backfield coming off the wing, and we've got a penalty flag, pre-snap penalty against Geneseo as they were shifting and got a little jittery.
You know, the JV group in the preliminary game had this problem too. We jumped off sides 3 or 4 times on defense and a motion penalty on offense, so you know, those pre-snap penalties just drive you bonkers.
We'll see if Geneseo can overcome this 5-yard penalty. It's 1st and 15. Football on the left hash. They got a wide side to the right, and that's where we're going to spread it out and throw that way. And the pass is caught, but may have been a loss on the play as Cade Ariano made the reception, but he went down after he caught the ball.
Right, looks like he just lost his footing. I don't think the turf sweat, you know, or dewy or whatever, but looks like he just lost his footing after the catch.
8 minutes to play in the first quarter. 7-0 Rock Island against Geneseo. Green Machine with the football. Looking at a 2nd and 15 from their own 28. Beneke looking to his left, resetting Mason Jones in the slot. It'll go to Bruce Moore, sweeping to his left. Moore putting his head down, getting across the 35 to about the 36. And looks like it's going to be a 3rd and 7 for Geneseo.
That was a nice little run. He found his crease, lower the shoulders, and get what you can. Get upfield.
3rd and 7 for the Leafs.
Geneseo checks the plays on the wrist, and they reset. 3rd and 7. Beneke takes the snap, fakes the handoff to Moore, throws over the middle. He's got Ariano with the catch inside the 40, inside the 35, and finally brought down near the 30-yard line. That's where they'll spot it.
That's outstanding. Ariano made a very nice catch. The big thing for that after the catch was he didn't give up the football. That guy did a really nice job, the defensive back, of chopping at the ball, but he held on to the ball, and Leafs changed the field.
32-yard line.
Good gain on that play. About 35 yards, and Geneseo at the Rock Island 30. On 1st and 10, Mason Jones gets hit in the backfield. He squirts away. He's still loose. Breaks another tackle at the 20, the 15, and finally pushed out of bounds. It'll be a first down for Geneseo inside the 15.
Wow, I thought he would have been down at the line of scrimmage, but made a nice little move there in the middle and then used the official as a pick. You know, official said a nice pick for him to get another 5. So Leafs in business here. Nice response so far.
Big pass for Ariano, and now a long run here by Mason Jones, and Geneseo knocking on the door. They got it down to the Rock 13-yard line, 1st and 10 with 6:45 to play in the first. They trail by 7. Moore with the handoff. Not much there. Got back to the line of scrimmage.
All right, he hopped to the outside, and they had linebackers sitting there waiting for him once he made the turn.
We get Brennan Smith in the game at a tight end position, number 48, on the 2nd down and 8 from the Rock 11. Mason Jones in motion. Fake it to him. Beneke's going to do a quarterback keeper to his left, and a flag comes in from the back judge, which is never a good thing if you're on offense.
No, that's holding on our end out there on the left side. The guy tried to get away and we just kind of grabbed cloth, and you just can't do that. Basically, all you really need to do is screen them and let the running back choose, or in this case, the quarterback choose which way. You know, if your defensive guy wants to go to your left, you block him that way. If he wants to go to your right, you block him that way. And then the quarterback will have to figure out, or the running back will have to figure out which way to go.
3rd penalty on this drive for the Geneseo offense. That backs him up to the 19. And it'll be 2nd and 16. 3 receivers out to the right side. Beneke's going to give it to Bruce Moore up the middle. Gets hit hard as he's driven back at the 16, and it'll be 3rd and long for Geneseo.
Block, guys, you got block.
I mean, you think probably throw. Don't want to turn it over here because you got a kicker that can make it from here. At least get some points on the board. Still get a first down.
Would need to get to the 3-yard line to pick up that first down. Cade Ariano is in the end position on this right side. Mason Jones on one side and Weinzierl on the other. Beneke pump fake, goes to the end zone, puts it up. He's got a guy open and just overthrew him by...
Cade just hesitated just enough. Just enough. That's a nice, well-developed, just didn't get it executed, but hesitated just enough that the ball went over his head. That's a nice ball by Beneke.
Well, they'll bring in the field goal unit, and the kicker is Hunter Clark Holke. Also plays soccer, and the holder's going to be Andrew Cotty. And they're going to put this at the 23-yard line on the left hash, and it'll be a 33-yard attempt with 5 minutes and 8 seconds to play in this first quarter. Geneseo trailing by 7, looking to get on the board here. Kick on its way, end over end, spinning, and gets over the crossbar. It is good from 33 yards out for Hunter Clark Holke.
That's nice. You responded with points. That's good. Not the 7 that you like, but at least some points. Some points is better than no points. Now the question is, Rock Island's offense back on the field again. Sometimes I remember a number of times we played those Chicago schools, and they come down and they'd always have a little success early because it took us some time to get used to their speed. And hopefully the Leafs now, after seeing them on offense once and defense once, we've kind of figured out, okay, we need to play at this speed, and we'll see.
No train horn for the field goal. We could make our own, Pat. I don't know. 7-3 is the score. Rock Island with the lead over Geneseo. 5:03 to play in the first. And Geneseo going on an 11-play, 64-yard scoring drive did result in a field goal of 33 yards by Hunter Clark Holke. And that's where we stand right now. 7 minutes into this one.
Yeah, we had 3 penalties on that drive. We overcame the first 2, but just couldn't overcome that third one.
And so Hunter's at the ball on the tee at the 40. He's going to kick off from left to right into the south end zone. And 2 Rock players applied trying to catch the ball, and they finally get to number 7. He's on the loose, and that's Jacoby B. And B down the sideline here, taken down inside the 30-yard line. And we got a penalty marker down back around the 50, so this one might be coming back.
Well, hopefully we caught a break here on this one, which looks like, but just looking, we had 2 guys running down at the hash mark right next to each other. And usually on kickoff, you're supposed to stay in your lane. When you got 2 guys right next to each other, that's not a good thing because that means there's a running lane somewhere. And the Rock returner found it and got upfield.
Well, it's a big penalty against Rock Island. It's going to back them up. And they would have had the ball at the 30-yard line of Geneseo, but this one's going to come back from the spot of the foul, which is around the 46 of Rock Island, and they'll mark it off.
Yep, legal use of the hands.
10 yards back to the 36. Rocks last week had a 60-yard kickoff return that set up, I think, their 3rd touchdown as they made it close against Sterling, lost by 11.
Looking out there, the Leaf front looks like to be Brandon Cathcart, Drayton DeBoof.
Rocks will try a sweep play to the right. Geneseo closing the gap and a short run of about 2 yards.
Brendan Smith, middle linebackers, Connor Helke, Bruce Moore's out there, the other linebacker. PJ Moser out there out front on the front 4. Got Tanner Rink on the corner on this side. Andrew Cotty, one of the safeties.
2nd down and 8. Handoff, turning it back into the middle. And Geneseo again with a swarm tackling. Short run on the play by the Rocks. Looks like it'll be a 3rd and 5 coming up.
Will Taylor at the corner at top. And Caden Davison, one of the defensive backs too. Right, on that play. And we're going to see that a lot from these Rock runners is the cutback lane. And you've got to make sure you stay in your cutback tackling lane as well. I mean, you can't just automatically take off and chase him at your angle downfield. You've got to come across and keep that cutback lane covered, if you will.
Well, I just remember watching a lot of highlights of Rock Island games and zigzagging all over the field, and nobody can catch the backs or the receivers. So, yeah.
I think the only number I missed out there was Dominic DeBoof, 33.
Here we go, guys. Here we go.
Well, Connor Helke's going to come out. I don't know if he cramped up real quick, and he's off the field here. Got stepped on or something, but I think he'll be back in the game. Number 45 for Geneseo. 3rd down and 5. Geneseo, a little movement. Did they get drawn off again here?
Yeah, Jonathan Maxwell came in for him. Jonathan missed last 2 weeks with injury. And that pre-snap penalty again. I mean, they've got to get that figured out. We talked about in the younger game, the first game, that everybody keeps yelling, watch the ball. And you don't really need to watch the ball. You need to watch the man across from you. When he moves, you move and react to that. That's the guy you have to beat anyway. You might as well focus on him.
5-yard penalty against the defense results in a Rock Island 1st down. They're throwing on 1st and 10. They have completed the pass right past the marker. 11-yard gain to the Geneseo 41-yard line.
That's is that Cole Rusk?
Big tight end.
Yeah, he's going to one of the Michigan schools, Eastern Michigan, I think. Central Michigan, one of those. Play football, 6'5". He's a transfer over from Rock Ridge.
2 touchdowns last week against Sterling. Pass receptions as the Rocks throw it out. And Geneseo comes with a nice tackle there by Davison, wrapping up Anderson for loss on the play.
Right, that's a nice play. I know, ankle biter, I know, but you wrap those ankles, they can't run.
3 minutes to play in the first. Clock is running. It's Rock Island 7, Geneseo 3. With both teams scoring on their first possession tonight, the Rocks have it at the Geneseo 42-yard line, 2nd and 11.
Watch the ball. Watch the ball.
Oh,
there's the left tackle. Left tackle flinched a little bit, and that'll be a pre-snap penalty against Rock Island. Puts them back in a bigger hole.
Keep playing. Got to keep playing.
You can hear about everything when there's just a handful of fans in the stands, Pat. So 2nd down and 18 now for Rock Island. Their quarterback's in trouble, and he throws it, and they said it's a catch.
Oh, my.
I don't know.
It's hard to
Far
see from
sideline at the 39 as Dominic DeBoof had the quarterback wrapped up when he let it go. And they're saying it was a catch on the sidelines.
That's a heck of a catch. And got the toes in.
Rock Island ball, 3rd down, 8 yards to go.
Puts the Rocks at the Geneseo 39, 3rd and 8 with 2:20 to play in the first quarter. Geneseo come up with a 3rd down stop here in this first quarter of play. Long pass over the middle, tipped around, and it falls incomplete. Davison in on the coverage. Mason Jones and Andrew Cotty in the area as well.
Well played by Caden Davison. He had that receiver on his back, on his hip, in his hip pocket, and was able just to knock that down. It would surprise me if Rock Island punts it here.
They will go for it. 4th down, 8 to go from the Geneseo 39.
Rock's going to go for it on 4th down.
Dropping back the pass over the middle with the pass, and it is incomplete.
Good job.
And smart play there by Cotty just to let the ball hit the turf instead of trying to intercept it. And Geneseo's going to get the ball here at their own 39-yard line.
That's decent field position. I noticed defensively, we're really concerned about that quarterback getting outside contained. Our defensive ends are kind of boxing out as opposed to our what we remember from the past, just straight go at the quarterback. So we'll see if that lasts all, the rest of the game, all game long.
Geneseo got a field goal on their first drive here. Second time they've touched the football, they'll start from their own 39, down by 4. in this first period. Beneke flush from the pocket. His pass kind of dangerous out there
Yes.
to P.J. Mosier, and luckily it falls incomplete.
Right, he didn't have a chance, and it's a good thing Mosier didn't catch it too, because he had been a 4 or 5 yard loss.
Jalen Brozovic, number 9, on the coverage for the Rocks. And the officials will get the football spotted back to the 39-yard line. Geneseo's ready to run the play. A tight formation here for the Green Machine. And Moore's going to get the call to his right, and Moore's going to get stuffed and driven back for a 2-yard loss.
Moore carries tackle for loss.
Rock Island had that one figured out, and we'll put Geneseo back at a 3rd and long as we go under 2 minutes to play in the first quarter.
Right. Double sticks. We're behind the sticks again, and can't put ourselves in that position too often.
3rd and long for Geneseo. Mason Jones wide to the left side, right by the numbers. Beneke under pressure, puts it up in the air, lofts it up high, and it's caught. And it's going to go for a touchdown. Number 17, Jaden Weinzerl, caught it about the 25, and he went in untouched. Beautiful touch pass from Beneke.
Hey, he got behind the defense, just kind of snuck through there, found the opening, but Beneke, you know, he didn't really have a lot of time, and it was kind of a floating duck coming across the field. But hey, the opportunity, I mean, he got it over the defense, and Weinzerl ran right underneath it, and touchdown Leafs. That's awesome.
On a 3rd and 13, Geneseo converts it, not only for the first down, but for the touchdown. They take the lead here, 9-7, pending the extra point here from Hunter Clark Holke. Extra point right down the middle, and Geneseo up by 3, 10-7 with 1:23 to play in this first quarter from Almquist Field in Rock Island.
That's a nice response. Nice response from a defensive stop. It's good, get points on the board. And we put ourselves in a whole 3rd and 13, but able to overcome. And then Weinzerl, they didn't come in there catching him. I mean, he ran away from people.
He did.
Sneaky fast.
So Geneseo with a touchdown here, and Rock Island, they had announced right before kickoff that Geneseo and Rock Island had played for the first time. I think they said in 1900.
Something like that,
Geneseo won that one 17-0. So I think it's been a while since we've actually played in the stadium.
In the stadium. So. Well, in the stadium, we played Alleman here a few times.
Right, yep. 3-play scoring drive for Geneseo, 61 yards, but they got a 64-yard touchdown pass from Beneke to Weinzerl. 47 seconds off the clock, and Geneseo with the lead for the first time tonight, 10-7, with 1:23 to play in the first.
I'm not sure that's the offense you want to count on. Lose 3 yards, gain 67. So that, for this time we'll take it. We're not giving them back. Good return last time here, so we might be popping this up to to one of the sidelines.
Hunter Holke's been busy in this first quarter. He's going to kick off, and it's going to come down at the 15-yard line. And brought up to the right and still on his feet to the 40-yard line, knocking down a defender at the 42.
Holke.
He's the man that shivers, takes that kick to the 45.
That's the kicker paying the price. All right, well, defense has to come out. Defense come out and see if we can contain them again. I'm curious to see what how our defensive ends play that quarterback.
Rocks get it out to the 44. And they'll hand it off to their tailback. Nice solo tackle. DeBoof at the 45. It's a gain of 1.
That is an outstanding play, because if he doesn't make that play, that's up the sideline for another good 20 yards, 30 yards, because he had some blockers in front of him. He just snuck through the blockers that were out in front and kind of like a lion, just kind of jump on and get him to the ground.
We're under 50 seconds to play in the first quarter. Second down and 10 for the Rocks. See if they put it in the air this time. And they will.
Oh.
And dropped the football over there. Kind of got screened out.
Trying to look, Will Taylor had that red and just missed picking that thing off. And that would have been pick 6.
Falls incomplete. And stops the clock. 38 seconds to play in the first. 3rd and 10 for Rock Island.
Watch this, boys. Watch. Hey, Josie, here we go.
Dropping straight back. Looks like a screen being set up. It's completed, but it
Well
goes for a
played.
5-yard loss.
Brendan Smith. Is that Brendan? 48?
I think it was 48.
Yep, well played. That's just outstanding. You smelled that one out. Forced the Rocks to punt.
5-yard loss on the play. Now look, Rock Island needs to they can let the last 15 seconds run off the clock here in this first quarter, and they'll start the second period with a punt to Geneseo. So Geneseo with a field goal and a touchdown here in this first quarter. They gave up an early score to Rock Island, but it's Geneseo with a 3-point lead at the end of the second, 10-7. This TV 50 broadcast is sponsored in part by Hazelwood Homes, Geneseo Communications, Turpins of Geneseo, Buzzworks Automotive, Geneseo Fitness, Eric Henderson and Jolene Effner of Country Financial, Central Bank, Vandemore Funeral Home, Hammond Henry Hospital, Vorak Pharmacy, Brian Garnett of Garnett Asset Management, and Farmers National Bank. Please thank our sponsors for their support of this TV 50 broadcast. I'm Lauren Lemke with Pat Mitchell, and second quarter about to start here. It's been an entertaining game here in Rock Island. 10-7, Geneseo with the lead. Got down early 7-zip, but they put 10 straight points on the board, including this electrifying 64-yard touchdown pass from Nathan Beneke to Weinzierl.
That's a good start. Now you have to sustain that. You know, with Rocky and the speed they have, they can score from anywhere on the field. So you have to make sure you contain that speed. And then offense, you got to keep moving the chains and control the ball.
Well, no lead is safe here against Rock Island. Geneseo's going to have a couple returnmen back. Mason Jones around the 21. And it's going to be Cole Rusk punting for Rock Island on 4th down and long. He gets a snap that bounces at the turf. He's going to pick it up and run. Can Geneseo get over there and defend it? And they will. They bring him down at the 42-yard line, and Geneseo's going to have great field position.
But another penalty there out of bounds. I'm not sure if it's on us or them.
I saw a penalty, I think, before the tackle was made, so I don't know. I'm thinking it was on Rock Island.
Let's see what that is.
The snap back to...
Well, he didn't make it to first down.
Right.
We know that. So if it's a dead ball penalty, it'll on us. We get the ball first down.
And it'll be against Rock Island on a
Against
hold.
Rock Island. Wow.
So,
wow. That's awesome. Hey, we'll take another 10 yards from that.
A bad snap back to the Rock Island punter. He had to run away, and Geneseo wrapped him up. And they'll spot the ball at the Rock Island 41 or 42.
Really good defense here. Oh, okay, they're walking it off on Geneseo.
I thought.
Okay, is that?
Still change of possession.
All right, so there must have been a hold on Rock Island that we declined, and then so we have the ball back, and then
maybe a penalty.
Unsportsmanlike on us on the sideline over there.
Well, either way, Geneseo's going to end up with the football here at their own 44. Up by 3, 10-7 as we start the second quarter. Bruce Moore hammering his way up to midfield.
As he found the crease and just lowered his shoulders and went. I love watching that. That's good stuff.
Actually gets across midfield to the Rock Island 49. And we'll give Moore 7 yards on that carry.
Rock Island 49-yard line.
Beneke taking his time here. Geneseo's going to change the play on the 2nd down and 3. And back to Moore. Moore first down running. Moore gets to the secondary, plows over their safety at the 39.
Same thing. He finds his crease and gets his shoulders parallel and down and gets up, and gets upfield. Early in the game, he was finding it kind of muddy there in the middle, but Geneseo's figured out something that Bruce can find his crease.
10-yard run by Moore. And the ball inside the 40 at the 39 on this 1st and 10. And back to Moore. Why not? 5-yard run to Moore up the middle. Stopped at the 35. A little bit of piling on afterwards.
And might get a little chippy before the night's over.
Possibly. 10 minutes and 30 seconds to play in the second quarter. Geneseo up by 3, 10-7 over Rock Island. I got it at the Rock Island 35. Green Machine offense moving the football down the field. And a flag before the snap. That'll be against, I think, Geneseo.
I just shake my head. Let's see if we can overcome, on the field goal drive, the first drive, we overcame a couple penalties, not the third one. So let's see if we can overcome this one.
The ball back to the 40-yard line. 2nd down and 11 now for Geneseo up there at 5-yard mark-off. Mason Jones in motion. He'll take the handoff coming to his right, turns it upfield to the 30, the 25. Jones almost broke it at the 22 and finally taken down at the 20. It's a 1st down run for Geneseo.
Well, I thought there was a chance he's going to go down at the line of scrimmage. Man, he just squirted right through there. Didn't have a big crease, but just enough to get him through there and turn the Jets on, get that extra 10 yards.
Mason Jones picking up some additional yards after contact, and he's got Geneseo down to the 20-yard line. 1st and 10, 9:40 to play in the first half. Green Machine up by 3, 10-7. Bruce Moore, straight ahead dive play. Give him a couple on that to the 18.
Maybe 1, 2 yards. It's going to be 2nd and 8 for Geneseo.
We need to give some of those guys up front a little credit, left to right. I believe that's Tegan Miller and Ian Leach, Michael Emmerich at center, Harrison Newman at the right guard, and Nathan Van de Woestijn at the right tackle.
Doing the job here tonight as Geneseo's got it 2nd down and 8. And it's Moore spinning his way, twisting down to about the market at the 16.
Right. He's not wasting any time to make his decision where he's going to run. We've talked about in previous how sometimes here you got to be patient, find your crease. He's finding his crease and going.
2 more yards there. It's 3rd and 6 for Geneseo. 3 receivers to the left. Key's gonna have the offense check the play. Jones in motion. They'll give it to Bruce Moore. And Moore to the inside the 15, about the 14. It's going to be about 4th and 4. Does Geneseo kick the extra field goal here?
I don't know.
Or do they go for it on 4th and 4? We'll see.
Not totally sure.
We're at the 8-minute mark of the first half, and Geneseo up 10-7, and here comes the field goal unit.
Yep.
Hunter Clark Hokie's got a 33-yarder tonight. And this one will be just a little bit shorter. It'll be 30 yards out.
From the opposite hash, too, so it's a little more difficult.
And a timeout taken by Geneseo. They'll use their first timeout on a 4th down and 4 play coming up. We'll see if they stick with the field goal or maybe decide to just go for it.
I'm betting they'll stick with the field goal. I think you just want to make sure, because it looked like they took a little time to decide, and then they felt like they're going to be rushed. So this way you get back, get set, and get everybody, in the right frame of mind. But another decent drive, especially if they put points on the board.
kind of bogged down at the 20-yard line. Geneseo with 3 straight plays, about 2 yards each.
Right.
And it's just Rock Island getting maybe an idea of our offense, too, and what they need to do to stop us. So,
yeah, that's one thing I said earlier tonight in the first game was the other team gets coached, too. I mean, they watch film and they watch look at formations, and they know who the hot back is. So, I mean, they make plays, too.
30-yard attempt coming up for Clark Hokie, Hunter Clark Hokie from the right hash, and a line drive shot. It's good. Yeah. And Geneseo extends their lead to 6 points. That's 13-7, 7:39 to play in the second quarter. Geneseo's got 3 drives tonight and points on all 3.
Yeah, that's a good thing, but touchdowns worth more than field goals. So I know we've said that a number of times, but you got to just keep playing defense the way you've been these last 2 series.
Geneseo's come up with a couple stops here against Rock Island. And now we got to work on our special teams. The Rocks have got really good field position, good returns tonight with their kick return unit.
We got a break on one with the penalty.
Perry Slater's back, number 24. And Marion Rogers, Geneseo, capping off that 30-yard field goal. It was a good drive. They started from the, I think, the 44.
I agree.
After a miscue on the special teams by Rock Island with their punting team. We're ready to restart the ball game. Kicking to the north end zone, a high kick. Coming down at the 22. And brought up between the hashes, bounces off a defender. Going backwards is
wrap him
P.
up. Get a hold. There we go.
And now we got a flag coming in.
That?
2 more flags.
You got to call some type of face mask or something?
A lot of flags here tonight.
My goodness. Nope, it's on them. Wow, I got the personal foul face mask on them. Oh, wow.
That's an oddity. You don't see that.
No, offensive face masking? No, you don't see that very often. Maybe the running back trying to straight arm, grab to hold the mask instead.
The official just wants to make sure he's going in the right direction here. The PA announcer's like, against Rock Island. He's kind of like, 15 yards on the Rocks. It's going to put him.
You could hear the disbelief in his voice.
Yes. Puts it all the way down to about the 12-yard line. So Rocks starting a hole. Geneseo with the lead, 13-7 here, 7:30 to play in the first half.
Rocks going to start the drive, 1st and 10, their own 12, 7:30 remaining in the second quarter.
Eli Reese, the quarterback for the Rocks, stands at his own 8-yard line. And they'll run a little misdirection back to the left. Geneseo gives up a few yards there, about 5 on that play.
You need to force them to work. You can't let it or make it easy for them. You got to force them to work hard at the yardage.
Rogers gets 5 on that play. Rocks calling the play at the line of scrimmage. And Reese to throw the football. Long pass, and it is overthrown. Looking for his big target down there. That's Cole Rusk.
Tanner Rink out there with defense on that. I think Tanner Rink had a better chance to catch that ball than Cole Rusk did. But once again, that quarterback was able to sit in the pocket and kind of look through things because our defensive ends aren't crashing like we normally do. But I totally get it. With his speed, you want to make sure he stays contained.
3rd down and 6. Rusk is out the far sideline. And Reese steps up, got some pressure, throws back over the middle. Dangerous pass there. It's incomplete. As he came back, rolling to his left, throwing to his right. That's never a good thing.
4th down. That's a good thing. That raised fist in the air. 4th down.
Another stop here by the Geneseo defense after giving up an early touchdown. Again, Rock Island scored within the first 2 minutes of tonight's game.
Right, 40-some-odd yard run, 47-yard run.
And since that, it's been all Geneseo, the Green Machine, on offense and defense. They're going to force
only one guy back this time. That's Mason Jones.
And Rusk, who had a low snap bounce to him on the last punt try, gets a good one here. And his punt's going to come down short of the 50. And it's going to take a Rock Island roll.
You were just waiting all night to say that word.
Yeah.
A rock and roll?
Yeah.
A rock roll.
Stops at the 43-yard line. So here comes the Geneseo offense. 2 field goals and a touchdown tonight.
43-yard line.
And
First and 10 leads.
not a rushing touchdown either.
No.
For you diehard Geneseo football fans.
Yeah. Well, once again, move the chains. You don't have to score in a hurry. Just move the chains.
Bruce Moore's in there. Mason Jones. And Moore in the backfield takes a fake handoff and a nice pass and a quick slant there to Geneseo's number 30.
Yep.
Brennan Wages. And that was right on the money.
I've got a good 8th grade story about Brennan Wages.
It's a first down for Geneseo out to the 45 of Rock Island. A lot of players contributing to tonight's offense. Beneke to Moore on the handoff. Almost got it stripped away, but he spins off that tackle and give him 5 more yards.
I think this is the most open we've seen Geneseo's offense. I mean, a couple new wrinkles this week, more than what we've seen so far this year, and it's been really effective to this point.
Now you got to respect Bruce Moore first.
No question.
When he's getting some yards, and you can start, working off of that. And they have tonight with some passes that have been caught. Mason Jones has a couple good runs too. Here's a wide open pass to Ariano, and Cade makes the catch inside the 25. That was a strike from Beneke.
You know, we talked about a few weeks ago about I would like to see the ball thrown up the field a little bit, but now we're seeing it tonight. Really effective. Beneke throws a nice ball so far tonight. Got some time.
Rocks have been on their heels here defensively as Geneseo has it all the way down to their 23-yard line. 5:25 to play in the second. Beneke, quarterback keeper, after faking to Bruce Moore, who rolls to his right and gets inside the 20 to the 19.
He come around that corner, and there's 3 rocks just standing there waiting for him. He's like, all right, I just go get what I can, get my shoulders down, live to play another day.
Right.
It's going to be second down, 6 yards to go.
Brennan Wages is in. He's out wide to the left side on the second down and 8. And it's Moore with the call. Bruce gets, 3 or 4 yards just going backwards sometimes, and that was kind of the case there. We got some guys mixing it up down after the play. Maybe somebody hurt.
Man down, Emmerich, the center.
So we'll have a timeout for injury here in the second quarter. 4:46 to play before halftime. Geneseo leading Rock Island 13-7. And Geneseo with the football. Again, we'll have a injury timeout on the field.
My guess is Leach will move to center, and they'll bring another guard in. Looks like Brandon Cathcart. That's my guess.
Halftime score.
Is that?
Moline 27.
Yeah, Ian Leach is warming up. He's snapping the ball back to Beneke.
Sterling at the half.
Wow.
27-20.
Halftime, Moline 27, Sterling 20.
You never know about Western Big Six football.
Well, in this era, with COVID and stuff, who's sick, who's playing, who's not playing, who's out, who's quarantined. I mean, a lot of different factors variables that we haven't had in a number of years.
Player down for Geneseo. We're in the second quarter. Geneseo's got a couple field goals tonight from their kicker, Hunter Clark Holke, who also played soccer this spring. And Geneseo won the Western Big Six in boys soccer.
That's outstanding. I mean, it's who'd have thunk that? I mean, I know UT is a few years back won a state championship, if I'm not mistaken, and Moline's been traditionally good. And Rock Island's been getting better than the new kids on the block.
Yep. So congratulations to the Geneseo boys soccer team. Girls soccer team, they're starting about now too. So
right. They'll be competitive. They've got a chance as well.
So besides Holke tonight getting the 2 field goals, we had a long touchdown pass in the first quarter as Nathan Beneke just lofted this ball, and Jaden Weinzerl just kind of ran underneath it, and nobody was near him the last 25 yards.
Yeah, that was fun to see.
That's Michael Emmerich, number 55. He's going to be helped off the field here. He's up, but got some teammates helping him off. Mike Emmerich, a junior, starting center. And again, Ian Leach is going to be the replacement at center.
Geneseo 2nd and 2 on the Rock Island 15-yard line.
Harrison Newman's moved to left guard, and Brandon Cathcart's playing the right guard. So this is something you got to watch for. I mean, this is Leach's first snaps.
2nd down and 8 now for Geneseo as they're ready to resume the game. Pardon me, it's 3rd down, and it's Moore wrapped up.
It'll be
and
close.
It's going to be really close, yeah.
Nope, they gave it to him. Good.
Coach Johnson was down there by the first down marker. He eyed it up and said, yeah, we got it. So first down, gutty run there by Bruce Moore.
You know, a lot of concerns with new center. If he throws it back there faster, if he throws it back there slower, your timing's a little different, you know. So
that's true. We don't have the quarterback under center.
Correct.
We're in the pistol or shotgun formation. It's Moore hammering it. Whoa, wow. He burst up the middle. I thought he was going to get into the end zone. He did finally get tripped up near the 5.
Drives up the middle, gain of about 5.
Perfect example. I mean, see the crease and go.
7 yards. It's going to be 2nd and 3 from the 6.
Geneseo 2nd down and 5 as they keep pushing the Rocks back toward their end zone. 3:45 to play. Geneseo looking to extend their lead. They're up by 6 right now, 13-7. It's Moore.
Wow.
Slips through a tackle. I mean, he's just powering his way down to the 4.
You used the words exactly what I was thinking, the slip. Because he just kind of, in wrestling they call it a duck under. You know, he is a wrestler, an outstanding wrestler. So, little duck under move, get underneath the big defensive lineman, get another 4 yards. They can get a first down.
3rd down and about 3 from the 4. So, yeah, they can get to the 1 and get a first down. It's Moore. Moore trying to get in. He's going to have the first down, though, as he's inside the 1.
First down and eat some more clock.
Yardage good for Geneseo first down. It's going to be 1st and goal.
So best scenario here for Geneseo. 1st and goal from inside the 1. 3 minutes to play in the first half. The clock running. You're up by 6. No hurry here to get in.
But you don't want to go backwards.
It's Moore behind Beneke. And it's Moore. He's hit. Able to get back, I think, to the line of scrimmage. He got hit about a yard deep in the backfield. And
just kind of a little spin as best he could and keep his feet moving.
Takes the clock down to 2 minutes and 30 seconds to play before half. Geneseo 2nd and goal from the 1 yard line.
2nd and goal.
I think they're going to run right behind Mosier.
Mason Jones down the line. It's Moore. He's got an opening. He's going to get in. Touchdown, Geneseo. Bruce Moore. 1 yard plunge. And Geneseo now has run off 19 straight points.
That's, once again, exactly what you wanted to happen. Very nice drive. You know, you held them, got the ball back, decent field position, just run some clock, move the chains, score a touchdown.
And Geneseo will elect to kick the extra point with Hunter Clark Holke ready to put this through. And he does. 20-7 is the score here in Rock Island with Geneseo up by 13. 2 minutes and 13 seconds to play in the first half.
That's a good start. Don't want to give up a cheapie here at the end of the first half. So still got 2 minutes, 13 seconds to play defense. But very nice response to the opening 47-yard run that the Rocks had. And, because you had all of a sudden in the back of your head, you might be thinking Sterling and how we responded there. And, we didn't. We definitely responding tonight.
Here's the 11-play scoring drive for Geneseo. Covered 57 yards, 4 minutes and 23 seconds. It's Bruce Moore, 1-yard touchdown run. And Hunter Hokie with the extra point, 20-7 is where we stand right now with 2:13 to play in the first half.
Right, a lot of Bruce Moore on that. Good Mason Jones carry in there as well. Beneke with a throw.
Right, so
and it's neat. It's neat when it's working on all cylinders.
Well, Geneseo's task right now, keep Rock Island off the scoreboard in the last 2 minutes and 13 seconds. Rock Island with 4 guys back, depending on where Geneseo wants to kick this one to, and it's going to come down at the 15-yard line. And a flag in late, way away from the football, right in front of us here, as the return gets out to about the 35.
Nowhere near the ball. I mean, it's literally 40 yards away from where the ball's at. I don't know.
And right in front of the official, so that's
right.
You're always going to get.
Oh, no. Yeah, ball, okay. Oh, another leaf down.
Okay. Kind of blocked out by the players.
This time looks like Caden Davison, 31.
He was kind of shaken up a little bit earlier.
Right, we saw him walking off.
And so they'll attend to him on the field. And Geneseo's going to probably get Rock Island to get pushed back. Oh, they have moved the football back to the 25-yard line on that penalty by Rock Island. Holding call, wasn't even part of the return.
No, I mean, nowhere near. The guy was doing a little chicken fighting with Brennan Wages, and official saw it.
Davison's walking off the field on his own power, so that's a good sign.
I see Coach Johnson patting him on the back and laughing with him. Yeah, if I know Caden, he's going to be back on the field.
Halftime score, Western Big 6.
All right, Rock Island's ready to restart the game. They're at the line of scrimmage. Geneseo comes over from the sidelines. And the ball back to the 25-yard line. First down play coming up for the Rocks.
Huge defensive series here because Geneseo gets the ball back to start the third quarter.
See how the Rocks play. If they come out running or throwing 75 yards away, they will run it. And Geneseo doing a pretty good job of pursuing of the football. Brought him down after about 7 yards.
Couldn't quite tell if that was Dominic DeBoof.
Mason Jones over there, I think, came up
Possibly,
to tackle in the cornerback position.
Yeah.
Second down and short. Option play.
That's
and
nice.
That's a great play there. Bruce Moore first, and then P.J. Mosier.
Yes.
And a loss on the play, and Geneseo's going to take timeout. That'll be their second.
Going to take a chance, stop the clock. You hold them here on this down. If they throw it and it's incomplete, they stop the clock for you. If you hold them and clock's running, using the last timeout.
So a loss on that play. All the way back to the 23-yard line. It'll be 3rd and long for Rock Island.
That was well played on that option. Well played.
Geneseo with 10 points in the first and 10 more in the second. They're up 20-7 with 1:32 to play in the first half. One timeout to go for Geneseo. Well, we can
Stop them on this down, force them to punt. We've already seen a bad snap on a punt.
3rd and 13 for the Rocks.
Keep an eye on Cole Rusk.
2-yard line, 3rd down.
He's at the very top.
Bringing the linebacker. Nope.
We got a pre-snap penalty. What do we got?
It's going to be on them. Yep.
5-yard penalty against the Rocks. Put them back to the 18-yard line.
Well, if we're going to get the quarterback, if he's sitting in the pocket, if we're going to box the ends, you either got to run some kind of twist or something in the middle, or bring a linebacker, bring 5. But the scary part about that, you leave the middle of the field wide open when you bring the linebacker.
Reese, the quarterback for Rock Island, drops back. He's flushed from the pocket. He's in a throw with pressure, and it's incomplete, well in front of his receiver at the 40-yard line. That stops the clock, does Geneseo a favor.
Yeah, that time the defensive ends came with a little more passion as far as attacking the quarterback, not just trying to contain him, but going after him. So incomplete pass stops the clock, so you get to save a timeout, and now they got a punt.
And Geneseo's going to send Mason Jones back. He's going to stand right in the middle of the field on the RI logo, the Rock Island logo. And they're bringing back another player, too. That's going to be Tanner Rink. Yep. And Cole Russ stands at his own 2 to punt. Low line drive punt. That's going to roll.
It's going to turn, yay.
Short of midfield. Geneseo's going to have it their Rock Island 48-yard line.
2-minute offense. We'll get to, I don't know if we've really seen that this year. Have we seen?
Don't think so.
No.
So it'll be the 1 minute and 16-second offense.
Yeah.
Hurry up. With 1 timeout and 48 yards to go.
No mistakes here. No mistakes. Don't want to turn the ball back over. Take care of the football.
100%, guys. Every play to go now.
Ball on the right hash. 3 receivers split out to the short side of the field with Bruce Moore to the left of Beneke. Ahead of him in the backfield. Play action. Beneke throws. It's tipped and it's caught by Ariano at the 25. He stretches out to about the 21.
That stops the clock. Let's get to the line of scrimmage. You only used up, 6 seconds on that? Good concentration by Cade. I mean, that ball was tipped. It could have been ugly, but good concentration.
Still waiting to set the chains here on this near sideline. And Ariano's going to hustle off the field. Clock starting again, down to 55 seconds on this snap. Ball at the 25, and it's pass incomplete. Kind of behind Mason Jones. He tried to stretch out and make the catch, but could not come up with it.
You bet. That's not the worst thing in the world. It stops the clock and gives you a chance to catch your breath. Still have 50 seconds left and a timeout.
Ariano and Weinzerl come up with some big catches here in this first half. 1 timeout left for Geneseo. They got 50 seconds to work with on a 2nd and 10 from the Rock Island 24. Up 20-7. Play action to Moore. Beneke to the sideline. It's caught by Mason Jones. Jones is going to come back into the field of play instead of going out of bounds, and he's wrapped up at about the 15. And Geneseo is going to take a timeout.
Yeah, I could hear Coach down there about getting out of bounds. You know, need to stop that clock. That's one of your enemies. Now you're 3rd and short. You're 3rd and short. You could go get a first down, line right back up and kill it and spike it, because, I mean, you're not going to have enough time to get another first down. Then you have 3 attempts to get it into the end zone. Oh, no, they gave him a first down.
They are. Yep, I saw the scoreboard change, but they hadn't changed it on the field yet. We'll take the first down. But again, out of timeouts now. And you're at the 13.
This is with Larry. Now Larry's kind of, wait a minute, they didn't call. I'd be angry if I'd be letting those guys know I wasted a timeout because they didn't signal first down to start with.
Right.
They had 3rd down on the box. I don't blame him. I'd be in the guy's ear.
First down leads.
Because you could have just came up and spiked it and still had a timeout in your pocket.
37.5 seconds as they snap the football. Beneke to throw, runs to his right. He's going to get out of bounds, and he does.
It's all right.
Inside the 10, and I say he stepped out at about the 8-yard line.
He gained a couple yards. Didn't lose that much time off the clock. You could still get a first down.
Game with 4. It's going to be 2nd and 6 from the 9.
Second down for Geneseo. 6 yards to go as they have it at the 8-yard line. Getting the 12th player off the field before they snap this. Beneke rolls to his left, looking to the end zone. Throws a bullet, and it's, dropped.
Wow. Great ball. Nice throw.
Had the receiver open, just hit him in the pads.
Shake it off. Let's go. Do it again.
Oh.
Well-designed play. Flooded the left side.
Weinzerl just could not come up with it. Can't get down on yourself.
He'll be disappointed. He'll get over. He's the type of guy that can get over it, though, too. Play through it.
Third down play for Geneseo. Inside the 10-yard line with 26 seconds to play. Clock stopped in this first half. It's Beneke setting up in the pocket. He's got a guy open. Mason Jones off his hands. I don't know if he would have stayed in bounds or not, as he was near the sideline in the end zone.
Go kick your field goal now. Boy, I tell you, Nathan threw 2 really, really nice balls on that.
So they'll bring in the field goal unit here and try to come up with 3 on this drive.
Get this one through the uprights and hold them for 17 seconds and get the ball back, start second half.
Tennessee will kick a field goal from 25 yards away. We got a flag.
No. That'll be on. Yep, defense lined up off sides.
Oh,
wait a minute.
He called offsides first, but then it's
pre-snap penalties.
Another 5 there. So instead of a 25-yard field goal, this will be a 30-yarder for Hunter Clark-Holke, who's hit 2 tonight. 1 from 33 and 1 from 30 earlier in this quarter. With some little pressure, he does get the kickoff. It's good.
Golly.
And he extends the lead for Geneseo to 16 points, 23-7, as Geneseo has reeled off 23 straight here in Rock Island. 17 seconds left to play in the first half.
Wow, that's a nice drive. You know, you would rather come away with a touchdown. We had 2 opportunities there, didn't get it done, but you still came away with points and made it. It's a 2-score game, but it's 2 touchdowns and 2 2-point conversions. So hold them here, like I said, hold them here for 17 seconds, get the ball back, start third quarter.
All right, well. Is this a kick where you just kind of squib it instead of trying to kick it
possibly,
deep, or pooch
possibly.
it up maybe a little bit shorter? Just try to get your
pooch it to the 30 maybe.
Yeah, just try to get your guys down there quicker.
Right.
Parker Prohaska has been working hard tonight with the stats. 7-play drive for Geneseo again resulted in a field goal. They went 34 yards, got it down inside the 10, and it's Clark Holke with the field goal, his 3rd tonight.
So it's nice to see the timeout on defense, pay off. Forcing Rock Island, not allowing Rock Island just to run the clock out. Using your timeouts there. See how they're moving them to the sideline here.
Here's a kick high and to this near sideline. It's going to be caught at the 25, and running back to his left goes B, and B going backwards, still going backwards to the 15. Geneseo pursuing. There's a flag, and
I think they're going to get a block in the back of some type. I hope that's what the call is.
And that kickoff took 15 seconds.
Holy mackerel!
We got 2 seconds left, so a lot of running there for not much yardage.
It's on them. Yep.
And another penalty on special teams for Rock Island.
Now, Rock Island probably just take a knee here. Maybe, maybe not. Maybe they just take and haul off and throw it as far as they can. Hopefully get somebody running underneath it.
We got Cole Rusk who could do it.
Mm-hmm. Looks like Beneke's back at a safety spot. You know, he didn't play safety when he was a sophomore, junior. He played more closer to the line of scrimmage. But
right.
I'd back up.
Yeah, he earned his varsity stripes in defense, didn't he?
He sure did.
2 seconds to play in the first half, and Rock Island's going to put it on the ground here to end the first half of play. Well, we didn't get to hear that train whistle too much in the first half. That was good.
We don't hear it the rest of the night.
And Geneseo's reeled off 23 straight points in this first half. They go to the locker room up 23-7 against the Rock Island Rocks at halftime. And this TV50 broadcast is sponsored in part by Hazelwood Homes, Geneseo Communications, Turpins of Geneseo, Buzzworks Automotive, Geneseo Fitness, Eric Henderson and Jolene Effner of Country Financial, Central Bank, Vandemore Funeral Home, Hammond Henry Hospital, Borac Pharmacy, Brian Garnett of Garnett Asset Management, Farmers National Bank. Please thank our sponsors for their support of this TV50 broadcast. And we're about ready to get the second half underway. Pat Mitchell and Lauren Lemke with you here. Geneseo up 23-7 here in Rock Island. Pat, just a quick look at some stats. Geneseo total yards in the first half, 276. 176 in the air and 100 yards on the ground. Bruce Moore leads the ground attack with 70 yards, and Nathan Beneke 9 of 14 for those 176. A long touchdown pass to Jaden Weinzerl, Mason Jones, and he's caught a couple passes. Cade Ariano's got 4 receptions for 73 yards, so he's mixing it around a little bit, and Geneseo dominating the stats here in the first half.
You know what I like about that, you know, a third of those 176 yards in the air are pretty much on one play. So that means there's 8 others that, you know, that were for 110 yards or so. So that means they're mixing up really nice. Throwing the ball downfield as opposed to the sidelines has been really helpful. I'll open up the offense, and in the long, because in the long run, that's going to open things back up for Bruce. You know, 19 carries, 70 yards, and haven't been able to. In the past, the balance was between running backs. Now the balance can be again between passing and running, and it's just nice to see. Really nice to see him open it up.
Geneseo's going to start this second half with the getting in football. They ran up 23 straight points in that first half. And we kind of look at Rock Island stats, 93 total yards, but I think 60-some were in the first drive.
That first drive, exactly. So since then, you've held them to between 30 and 40 yards, and that's the key. That's the key. You know, the time of possession, too, you almost doubled theirs. That's big. Best defense for Geneseo is keeping their offense on the field.
24 minutes to go here in the second half. Geneseo up by 16 as they receive the second half kickoff at the 10-yard line. It's Mason Jones coming up the middle, bounces out to the left, and he falls forward to about the 28-yard line. Mason with about 20 yards rushing in that first half and caught a couple passes.
Yeah, it's you know, a lot of different people contributing. A couple weeks ago against Alleman is Bruce Moore's show with 44 carries, you know, but now you can't key on just one guy.
Well, the first 2 minutes tonight belong to Rock Island, and Geneseo controlled the last 22 minutes of this of the first half, and they start with a 16-point lead from their own 28-yard line. It's a Mason Jones sweep to the right with Bruce Moore out blocking, and Jones able to get out 4 or 5 yards out of that.
Right, it didn't look like it to start with. That, you know, that play almost looks like the old-fashioned 22 belly. I mean, there's no first fake, but that's the route he's running, except the quarterback's on the other side of him.
5 yards on that play for Mason Jones. Beneke with 176 yards passing in the first half. So going to hand it off to Bruce Moore. That's his 20th carry tonight, and he had 90 yards in the first half.
Well, not much doing there, though. Leaves you 3rd and 5, and but now you have to respect both throwing and running. The more passes you complete, the more confidence you get, player-wise and coaching-wise.
Beneke had 7 completions in that first half among 4 receivers, including a touchdown to Jaden Weinzerl. 3rd and 5 for Geneseo. Beneke all day to throw and gets it completed.
wow.
Almost knocked away or intercepted by Rock Island on the far sideline. Looks like we had a flag down too, where that pass was caught.
Winesboro?
By Winesboro.
Yeah, I tell you, originally I thought it was going to be, thought it was picked. But the flag might be out there in the face mask area.
They call it maybe a pick play on Geneseo. I don't know.
Oh, I hope not. See what
Kind
they're
of an
talking about.
odd time to throw that.
You got ineligible man downfield.
Well.
Boy, somebody, yeah. I wish we had replay for that.
Yeah. So somebody drifted downfield from that offensive line, and that resulted in a penalty.
Because that was straight pass. That was not play action. You know, sometimes in play action, your lineman gets downfield a little bit, but no straight pass. I don't know.
Geneseo with 7 penalties in that first half, and they start off here with a penalty. Now they're 3rd and long. And here comes the pressure. Beneke hit as he releases the ball. It's caught by...
Get upfield, first down. Yes.
Caught by Winesearl, and Jade fighting his way forward past the marker. It's a first down.
I tell you what, first of all, he's lucky to get the pass off because he got hammered. I'm glad he stayed patient. And then Winesearl made a nice catch and then a great move to get himself an extra 5-6 yards for a first down.
And put the ball at the 46.
We got a penalty somewhere again?
Maybe after the play.
3, 4, 5-yard face mask maybe?
Must be a minor infraction. So
penalties.
Yeah, both teams. I mean, I think Rock Island had just as many as Geneseo in that first half, and a lot of Rock Island's penalties were on special teams.
Right.
So Geneseo has it in Rock Island territory with 10-10 to play in the 3rd quarter. Ball at the 49-yard line. And Geneseo's going to run it with Bruce Moore. He meets the linebacker from Rock Island head on. Calvin Larson says hello.
Okay, it's not about making a move for him, is it? He's not afraid. Bruce is not afraid of contact. Lower that shoulder. Well, that's kind of neat. I'm curious maybe here next time he gets through that time if he'll do a spin move or, little hip shake and see if he can run around the guy.
3 yards on that straight ahead run for Moore. He'll take it again. And
didn't have a chance there.
A couple more there. Well, put the ball down at the 44-yard line of Rock Island. Geneseo's got about 3rd and 5 coming up. Taking about 3 minutes off this 3rd quarter clock to start things off the second half. And timeout called by Geneseo.
Say we're getting close. I didn't take a peek at the back judge, see if he was giving the signal.
Well, they don't have the play clocks that we have in Geneseo, which is kind of nice to see how close things are getting. So.
After 3 quarters, Sterling still leads 28-27 over Moline.
Tight one there between the Maroons and the Golden Warriors.
All right, that's an interesting score, really, when you're just looking at the scores from earlier in the year.
Is that game in Moline?
That I don't know. Not sure. I think so. It's
probably that natural grass that the only only school that has that. And last week, when we played Quincy, it was nice to have the turf field and not have to worry about the mud. And
holy cow, that would have been something else. We did make comment a couple times about how we could still see numbers, and that was exciting.
Geneseo, after their timeout, 3rd and 5 from the Rock Island 44. Rock Island showing blitz. They'll back off. Mason Jones moving around the backfields in a reset in the slot position. And Beneke's going to move more to his right and roll that way at the pass. Downfield, double coverage. It's intercepted. Nice interception at the 25-yard line. Marion Anderson.
Mason was behind the defense and just needed to get that one lofted up and over the defense.
The first interception tonight by Beneke, who had a touchdown pass in the first half. And not as good as a punt, but pretty close. Puts the ball back at the 24-yard line of Rock Island. Again, it started off tonight's game with a touchdown the first 2 minutes on a long run. But after that, not much offense.
Like I said, you want to make them work for it. I mean, that first one was too easy. You want to make them work for it.
Handed off to Rogers, who scored in the first half. He fumbles the ball. Did Geneseo get back on it?
Yeah, Mosier's got it. Yep, pointing our way.
P.J. Mosier says it's mine. The officials will agree. And so Geneseo gets the ball back after the interception by Rock Island. The Rocks fumble it back over to the Geneseo defense. And the football sitting just outside the 24-yard line at the 25-yard line at the 26.
Wow, that's a big turnover for the Rocks now. And hopefully you can take advantage of it here.
Turnover at 8:39 to play in the third. It's Bruce Moore. Gets ahead to about the 23.
Been some tough sledding on his first few carries here in the second half. Rock Island must have made a few adjustments here or there.
Seem to be getting into the backfield a little bit more in this half. Cade Ariano split out to the right side. Mason Jones coming in motion to his right. And it's Moore with the carry. Popped it to the outside after nothing was there up front. And went off tackle for a few yards. Down to the, 17?
3rd and 1? 3rd and 2, maybe?
Sets Geneseo up 3rd and 2.
2 yards for Geneseo. Maybe try the same play to the other side. No, they'll try a slant play on a pass, and it's incomplete. As Brennan Wages was the intended receiver. And that incomplete pass makes it 4th and 2.
I think you might go for this one instead of kicking. You got 16-point lead. Your defense has been playing pretty good. I think you go for this one. But, yeah, you're right. The snap threw the timing off.
They got Ariano, Wages, and Mason Jones to the right side of the formation. And it's Bruce Moore trying to get the first down. He's going to be really close. Had to get to, I think, the 15. The sideline judge is coming in.
On the 15.
Yeah.
Are they measuring?
I guess they are.
Looks like it. I don't know.
We'll find out.
We haven't seen a lot of these this year.
No. Must be pretty close if you can't eyeball it.
Right. Right.
Time for a measurement.
So the chain gang is getting some work here.
First down.
Got it by length of a football.
That's why you measure. You betcha.
So Geneseo's got it at the Rock Island 15-yard line. A 1st and 10 coming up.
There you go. That's what we talked about. Move the chains. Move the chains. That gives you 4 more downs to run some clock. Keep that offense of Rock Island off the field.
Football in between the hashes, and Geneseo's going to send out 3 receivers to the left. Moore lined up on that side in the backfield. It's Bruce Moore, left side. Tackled up high and brought down at about the 10.
But look, for a second there, he had a wall of blockers in front of him, but somebody snuck through, picked him off behind that wall.
Geneseo offense chewing up the clock here in the third quarter. They've had the football for 5 minutes. And
with the exception of what, one play?
Right. And that fumble by Rock Island mixed in. 16-point lead for Geneseo. 2nd and 7. And And guess who? Bruce Moore.
You bet.
First down yardage.
3rd and 1, 3rd and 2 maybe. 3rd and 1.
Just a little short of first down.
Short
Geneseo, 3rd and 1.
yardage situation for the Geneseo offense.
If you get a first down here, you'll be inside the 5.
Tight formation for the offense. It's Bruce Moore. Got through the first wave, and he's got a first down for Geneseo.
Very nice, following his blockers. It's you know, being an old guy, I just enjoy watching him run the football.
Well, football inside the 5. 1st and goal for Geneseo. Spotted at the 3.
1st and goal, Geneseo.
And probably going to see a little more Bruce Moore here. Mason Jones. Fake to him. It's Moore.
Wow.
Trying to take a defender into the end zone. He comes up about as close as you can without scoring.
He just hands the ball to the official and goes back to the hut.
2nd and goal from the half-yard line.
And running clock.
Down to 5.5 minutes to play in the 3rd quarter.
Got to get paid here.
Here's a 2nd down play. They'll snap it. It's Moore. Ball is fumbled back at the 4 after contact.
Let's see who's got this.
Looks like Geneseo's got it.
Geneseo recovers their own fumble.
3rd and 4.
Geneseo able to maintain possession after that fumble, but they do lose a couple yards on the play back to the 4-yard line. Brennan Wages is going to come in. He's going to line up wide to the left. Mason Jones to the right side. And it's they're going to try Bruce Moore up the middle on 3rd and goal from the 4, and he gets to about the 2. And will we see the field goal team, or does Geneseo try to keep it down there and just go for it?
I think kind of like what we were talking about earlier. My guess is they're going to go for it. You're up to a full 2 scores. You know, you got a chance to really, but you got to go.
Beneke's getting the play from the sideline. Now he's going to go.
Watching that back, Judge.
Geneseo taking their.
There he goes.
Geneseo's going to go for it.
All right. As soon as that hand moves, it's 5 seconds. There you go.
4th and 2. It's Moore. Can he get in? He's going to get stood up and maybe get to the 1. And so Rock Island holds Geneseo on a goal-to-go situation and keep Geneseo off the scoreboard in this 3rd quarter. Score remains 23-7 Geneseo over Rock Island.
Well, you force Rock Island to go 98 yards. That's the other part of that. You know, if you don't get in, you're putting them on the 2-yard line. But now the defense, this is where you want the defense, once again, to make Rocky work for it. You do not want to give away anything for free or too easy.
Eli Reese, quarterback for Rock Island, standing in the end zone on this 1st and 10 play from his own 2. His pass is complete at the 5. A missed tackle there by Geneseo as it's Cole Russ getting loose and picking up yardage out to about the 10.
He's a big body to bring down. You know, I can't imagine him going down with just one tackler.
I'll give it a 1st down play, 10 yards out to the 12.
Hang on to him, and then everybody needs to rally to the ball.
He's going to line up on the left side of the formation in the slot. And quarterback Reese is going to keep it himself. Goes around right end and out of bounds at around the 17.
Fire it up, guys. Fire it up. Fire it up.
He's quick.
Gotta have him right here. Go defense.
PJ
4
Moser
yards.
coming off.
4 yards on that play, and the quarterback keeper. And did stop the clock, 3:29 to play in the 3rd quarter.
Quarterback.
And Reese will keep it himself. This time go up the middle and try to get to the 1st down. And does. 1st down for the Rocks with the player down by Geneseo.
Timeout for injury.
And Connor Helke is down, number 45 for Geneseo. 3:21 to play in the third quarter here in Rock Island, with no scoring taking place in this second half. Geneseo up by 16, 23-7.
Moline 34, Sterling 28.
The Maroons of Moline now ahead of Sterling, 34-28.
I think a number of people thought that game was a foregone conclusion, you know.
Yeah. A 16-point game here. Geneseo on top. With 3 field goals tonight from Hunter Clark Holke. Geneseo's got a couple other 2 touchdowns. One was a Bruce Moore run. And we also had a long touchdown pass to Jaden Weinzerl. Injury timeout on the field, and Geneseo next week does play Moline to finish things out at home.
Fourth quarter score, Big Six, UT 36, Galesburg 27.
That's the team we don't play this year's UT. Not
Right.
sure if you can hear the PA guy. UT's up 36-27.
27, right, yeah.
Over Galesburg.
Give the injured Maple Leaf a nice round of applause, everybody.
And Connor Helke coming off the field, walking on his own power.
It's Rock Island ball, 1st and 10 on their own 24-yard
And we'll get back to
line.
football here in this third quarter with 3:21 to play. Rocks have it. 1st and 10 at their own 24. And Reese, their quarterback, long pass over his intended receiver. And incomplete.
Was pass a little too tall. 2nd and 10, Rock Island.
Second down and 10 now for Rock Island. They're 3-1. Geneseo 2-2. And Reese is going to hand it off on this second down play. And they get it out to the 30-yard line.
Roger takes a handoff, cuts back inside, gain of about 6.
Brendan Smith on the tackle.
It's going to be 3rd and 4 for the Rocks on their own 30-yard line. 3rd down.
3rd down and 4 for Rock Island.
Go. Good job, boys. Come on now. Good job.
Reese keeping himself. Looking for some blocks downfield. He's going to get the, I think he's got the first down as he gets over the 35-yard line.
Caden Davidson had him for a second there and slipped. Allowed Reese to get here to the outside.
1st and 10 Rocks.
So the Rocks, after starting at the 2-yard line, they've got it out to the 36.
Come on, ladies. Come on, boys. Good job.
2 minutes and 20 seconds to play in the third. Geneseo 23, Rock Island 7. Handoff to the tailback, Rogers. Rogers across midfield into Geneseo territory to about the 47.
Come on, guys. You gotta get going.
15, 17 yards. Good for Rock Island.
It looks like the Leafs have 12 guys on the field. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. We've played the last 2 plays with 12 men on the field.
We got a flag, though, on Rock Island.
That's awesome. Here we go. 2 guys just came off. 1 guy went on. Now we got 11. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11.
Negates the first down.
It's not a penalty if they don't catch you. Huh?
That's right.
Go out there, Nova. Good job.
So a penalty on Rock Island's going to move the football back to the 29.
On their own 28-yard line.
And that will negate a long run.
That's, once again, a break. You got to take advantage of those breaks you get.
Don't be behind you, guys. Don't be behind you.
First down and long.
Quarterback. Oh, wide open.
Down,
come across. Pick.
And it's intercepted.
Yes.
Making the sliding interception is Andrew Cotty at the 49-yard line. He read that one well.
Very well.
Pass underthrown, and he swooped in and got it.
Well, that number 1 was wide open. He throws any air underneath that, and he's gone for a touchdown. But underthrew it. Cotty read the underthrow. Come sliding across. Nice sliding catch. Leafs get another turnover. That's good.
Second turnover of the half for the Geneseo defense. See if the offense now can convert this into some points. They had it close inside the 2-yard line earlier this quarter. Could not come up with any points. Turned it over on downs. And they take over from their own 49. Beneke standing back at his own 44 to get the snap. And it's Bruce Moore. A short run to the 48-yard line of Rock Island.
That's enough. Nice job by Bruce. I don't think the mesh was very good. I think it was slippery mesh, a little high on the shoulder pad.
Second down play, back to Moore.
Nice.
Coming off the left side, up the center, gets to about the 40. That'll be a first down and a player down for Rock Island. Up slow. Terrell Akers, he's in a...
First and 10, Geneseo.
I think he's going off the field, yeah.
Win it back, guys. Win it back.
So Geneseo has it at the 40-yard line of Rock Island. Low snap to Beneke. He's going to pick it up, give it to Moore, and just gets back to the line of scrimmage. That's it.
Moore met at the line, maybe a slight loss.
Yep, that's the one thing I've noticed with this. The snap is, I mean, it's huge. We've seen a number of low snaps, throw some timing off, I mean, throughout the year. And with this offense, that snap sure helps if that snap's right on the money.
And Michael Emmerich, who started the game tonight at center, is not in. He had to leave with an injury, so a little different there. As we're under 30 seconds to play in the third quarter. Beneke, quarterback keeper, and Nathan's going to find a crease up the middle and gets to about the 34, and that'll probably end this quarter as Geneseo has it inside the Rock Island 35-yard line. And we'll have a third and about 4 when we get this game back underway in the fourth quarter. No scoring in the third period, so at the end of 3, it's Geneseo 23, Rock Island 7. This TV 50 broadcast is sponsored in part by Hazelwood Homes, Geneseo Communications, Turpin's of Geneseo, Buzzworks Automotive, Geneseo Fitness, Eric Henderson and Jolene Effner of Country Financial, Central Bank, Vandemore Funeral Home, Hammond Henry Hospital, Vorak Pharmacy, Brian Garnett of Garnett Asset Management, Farmers National Bank. Please thank our sponsors for their support of this TV 50 broadcast. With Pat Mitchell, I'm Lauren Lemke. Fourth quarter, 12 minutes to go, and Geneseo enjoying a 23-7 lead here in a road game against the Rock Island Rocks.
You know, no score that half in my mind as a coach, that's a win. Granted, you left the ball at the 2-yard line. I get that, but you didn't allow Rocky to score and you kept your 16-point lead. We'll take that push when you're on the leading side.
Yeah, Geneseo's had some time here to talk about this third down play as they have it at the Rock Island 33-yard line.
Third down and 3 to go.
And a steady diet of Bruce Moore here in the second half.
Probably a 2 downs to make 3.
Beneke looks over the defense with Mason Jones in motion, and it goes to Moore. And Bruce trying to get as much as he can out of that, probably a yard. And it's fourth down and about 2.
It made it a little more difficult. They've got an extra down lineman in the middle there, Rock Island does.
4th and 3 for the Reese.
Gonna punt.
And we got P.J. Mosier out there. And looks like Geneseo is in punt formation on 4th and 2.
He'll just pooch this thing one way or the other.
Well, the way I've seen some penalties tonight, maybe we can get Rock Island to jump off.
Right, that's true.
So now, official counting off. And there's a delay of game, so give PJ a little more room, I guess, to punt.
11 minutes, 10 seconds remaining to go in the game. Geneseo 23.
So 5-yard delay of game penalty against Geneseo is going to move the football to the 37-yard line of Rock Island. Geneseo will punt on 4th down and 7 with Mosier standing at around the 50-yard line. No pressure as he goes for the coffin corner and puts it into the end zone, hit at the 1-yard line, and goes in for a touchback. Rocks will come out, start from the 20.
He's trying to pooch that. Yeah, I'd rather see him kick to a sideline. You know, give yourself a chance for that thing to roll out of the end zone. But because really only picked up, they were at the 31, so he only picked up 11 yards of field position.
11 minutes to play in the game, and Geneseo up by 16, 23-7. Rock Island with the football at the 20-yard line, scored in the first 2 minutes of tonight's game, but it's Geneseo defense been shutting them down since then. Also caused a couple turnovers in the third quarter. Quarterback keeper for Reese with room to run up the middle. Out to the 34-yard line, it's a gain of 14 yards.
It's one of those things with if your job's quarterback, you got to tackle quarterback. You can't go chasing the running back.
Now they're putting this offense on their quarterback the second half, either running or throwing. Reese with a quick out, completes it. About the 37-yard line, it's about 5 yards as he finds Perry Slater open.
Perry Slater, gain of about 5 yards.
Rock Island picking up the pace offensively as they trail by 16.
Suck it up, guys. We can do it.
Second down and 5 from the 38. Quarterback will keep it himself after a faked handoff, and he has it out to the 48. It's a first down run.
Same thing. You know, just got to be disciplined. If your job's quarterback, tackle quarterback.
Rocks will shuffle in personnel on this first down play. Out at the 48-yard line. 10:20 to play in the game. 23-17. Geneseo with the lead. Tailback gets the call for 2 yards. It's Rogers.
He dives forward for a gain of about 2. It's going to be second in for the Rocks from midfield. Second down.
Ball right at midfield.
Come on, Lee. Come on, guys. 8 up. Come on, Lee.
Second down and 8. Geneseo with 3 down linemen. And they'll hand it off to their tailback.
Oh.
Nice one-on-one tackle there. That's Dominic Booth. Yep.
Yeah. Looked like he was wrestling a bowl. That was nice.
9:38 left to go in the game.
On a 2-yard gain. The Rocks looking at 3rd and 6 from the Geneseo 48. 9:30 to play in the game. Rocks trying to draw them off with a hard count. Yeah, looks like they're switching up the play. Reese with pressure steps up and throws and completes it. And that is Cole Rusk with the reception.
First down.
Far sideline, and sticks are on this side, so to eye it up here and see, it's going to be close. Ball's at the 41, and they finally signal for a first down. They're not Johnny on the spot here tonight with those.
No.
Check the six.
No.
That's good for Rock Island. First down.
That's first down for the Rocks. It'll stop the clock. 9:05 to play, and they have it at the Geneseo 41. And that pass bounces off the receiver, incomplete.
Reese pass. Intended for B, falls incomplete.
B was open for the Rocks, but just couldn't haul it in.
Right. Those are the ones sometimes that are scary, you know, you got to have an open field tackle and a really good athlete. It's hard to do.
That play only took about 5 seconds. And it's second down and 10. Reese will hand it off. No, he'll keep it himself, and they'll flick the ball out for a reception.
Right.
That was to Jalen Rosevich. And that added a few yards.
I tell you, you know, they called the ineligible receiver downfield earlier. There were 3 Rock Island linemen that were about 4 or 5 yards downfield on that little pop pass. Looked like he just kind of shot, you know, shooting it over top defensive man.
Okay, got it. Number behind you, buddy.
Third down and 4 for the Rocks inside the 35. Reese bumped in with his running back. Looked like maybe a broken play, but he turns it up for a first down at the 20. That worked out for the Rock Island Rocks.
Exactly. You hit it right on that. That was a broken play. You had the running back run into the quarterback, and everybody just kind of stood still for a second and just caught Geneseo off guard, I guess.
Come on, guys, hit that quarterback.
First down, they start the clock, 8:40, and running down. Rocks all the way down to the Geneseo 20 on first and 10. Reese in the pocket. Over the middle, it's caught inside the 5 and taken down at about the 2-yard line.
Reese complete to Brozovic.
Brozovic with the reception. Cotty there on the tackle.
Good for 18.
And it's first and goal for the Rocks, the 2-yard line.
First and goal from the 2-yard
Once
line.
again, make them work for it.
Go, guys. Come on now, Reese.
2 backs behind next to Reese, the quarterback, and they give it to Rogers, and Rogers is in for a 2-yard
Ryan Rogers, 2-yard run, good for a Rock Island touchdown.
touchdown for the Rocks, in case you missed that.
There's a big play here, 2-point conversion. You know, Rock Island's got to get 2 of those if Geneseo doesn't score again.
Watch the quarterback.
And that's just 2 to tie it up, so this is a big one. You keep it at a 2-score game here.
2 receivers out wide to the right side. They're trying to run it in with Rogers. He darts his way around defenders. So the 2-point conversion is good, and it's an 8-point game now, 23-15, as the Rocks go a long ways for that touchdown drive.
Making it interesting. Yep. So how are the Leafs going to respond?
Let's go. Let's put it together. Let's go now.
You responded very well to their first score by scoring the next 23 points. Now how are you going to respond to their second score?
Rock Island's
To go in the fourth quarter.
All the way back.
UT's up.
been a while since they've scored. Had a quick score tonight in the first 2 minutes, and Geneseo's been able to maintain that, keep them out of the end zone until this last drive. So, and it's mostly been Reese.
Right.
He was really quarterback for Rock Island. So 11 plays, 80 yards. Pretty quick score for Rock Island. 2 minutes and 50 seconds to go 80 yards, and it's Rogers scoring his second touchdown tonight, just 2 yards out. And then he also gets the 2 points. So Rogers got 14 of their team's 15 points.
To kick off.
I think it's too early to start thinking onside kick, but you never know.
Back deep for Geneseo.
See what happens here. This is Anthony Campbell to kick off for Rock Island. Here's his approach, and he's going to pooch it up high.
Better get
And
there,
about
get
the
there.
20, it's going to hit the turf, and then it's going to be picked up by Mason Jones at the 18. Jones finds a little seam, and he gets it out to about the 30 and stood up and then thrown down
got it.
after the whistle, and that's going to draw a flag.
Right. Well, that'll tack on 15 yards, another break. You know, kickoff like that can be dangerous, but Mason didn't panic. fielded the ball like a shortstop, picked it up and gained a few yards, and he's going to get a few more from the penalty.
Yeah, this should get the ball out to the 45-yard line.
Penalties waived off.
Oh,
and
or not.
Now, flag gets waved off.
Oh, man.
So, correction, Geneseo's going to start at the 30 after the penalty flag got picked up and waved off. 23-15 is the score, 8 minutes to play in the game. Geneseo with the lead and the football, and this is Bruce Moore. Nice run there by Bruce out to the 41. Little cutback and turned it upfield.
That's very nice. Little shoulder dip and upfield he goes.
1st and 10, Geneseo at the 41-yard line.
Geneseo can burn some clock here before they snap this football. They got a first down. That's an 11-yard run by Moore. And it's Mason Jones spinning his way after contact and gets thrown down. Might be a loss on the play, maybe back to the 40.
And off Mason Jones.
All right, this is one of those drives with 7:20 left and counting that you really got to focus offensive linemen. You really got to make sure we get the blocks and get a hat on hat. So we can, it doesn't have to be 10 yards every time, but you need 4 or 5 yards. You need chunk yards.
Clock running, 7 minutes to play in the game. 8-point lead for Geneseo. 2nd down and 11. Beneke, fake handoff to throw, lobs it down to Ariano, and it's tipped and it's intercepted off of Ariano's hand, and it goes into the defensive back for an interception.
Nathan's going to watch that back on film and realize he had 20 yards to run before he would have ran into the first Rock Island Rock. He got out to the outside there and had lots of room to run.
Well, things just got interesting now as Rock Island quickly gets the ball back after scoring a touchdown. And they are a touchdown and a 2-point conversion from tying this up, but they have a ways to go. They'll start from their own 29. Keep an eye on their quarterback, Reese. Hand it off to Rogers. Cuts it back off the right side, and Geneseo swarming over their short gain of 3 yards.
It's going to be 2nd and 8 for the Rocks.
But you hit it right on the head. I mean, it's the quarterback is the straw. He's the one that makes, stirs the drink here.
Runner 6.5 to play. Rocks taking their time on this 2nd down and 8 play as they set up their formation. Slater in motion. Reese throws a long pass to the far sideline. 1-on-1 over there. It's caught. Kind of a throwback pass to Jalen Brozovic.
Yep, that was a back shoulder pass. It was well executed. I'm not sure who the DB was over there, but Tannen, I think, didn't know that ball was coming.
Well, left him out on an island, and Rock Island takes advantage of that one-on-one matchup, and they've got it at the Geneseo 40-yard line with 6:09 to play in the game. 1st and 10. It's Slater, and Slater slips up to about the 39.
He has that. He had that ball out and up in the air. One little get a hat on that ball.
2nd down.
Slater in the slot to the left side. Keep an eye on him. And Reese to throw. High pass. Out of bounds. Incomplete. He's looking for his Cole Rusk over there.
3rd and 9 for the Rocks.
So now Geneseo's got Rock Island 3rd and 9 at the 39.
I don't think they'll punt.
I don't think so either.
Nope. So you have to make 2 stops here.
3 receivers out to the left. Reese, hard count. Geneseo into the neutral zone for a 5-yard penalty.
Geneseo, it's going to be a 5-yard bar call.
That'll help out the Rock Island offense.
After penalty, it's going to be third down Rocks, 3rd and 4.
3rd and 4 coming up.
Let's watch what you're doing.
Big 6'5" senior on a 5'9" sophomore here. He's got some help. Looks like they're going to bracket him.
Geneseo about jumped again here in the neutral zone on 3rd and 4. Reese in the pocket. And his pass knocked away by Bruce Moore. Davidson there on the coverage too, and a player down for Rock Island.
Injured Rock on the play.
And with that incomplete pass, clock is stopped at 5:35. But we got an injury timeout to look at the player down for Rock Island.
I didn't quite see if it was a leg or a shoulder. Yeah. Maybe just got spun around a little bit when Bruce came through and knocked the ball away.
That incomplete pass, it's 4th down coming up for Rock Island when we get back to action after this injury timeout.
Watch it, guys. That quarterback's going to be running now. Pay attention.
So interesting second half with that Rock Island score.
Right.
And we had no points scored in the 3rd quarter. Our halftime score was still 23-7, and we went into the 4th period here, and the Rocks scoring and getting a 2-point conversion to cut that 16-point lead in half down to 8 points. And following the Geneseo interception, Rocks have the ball 4th down and 4 from the 39 as they're getting closer to getting the Rock Island player up. Any updates on that Sterling game?
I didn't hear. I haven't heard for quite a while.
Haven't heard anything.
Give Myron a big hand.
Okay. Sterling by a point. Two. Sterling by 1 by 2. Okay.
All right, game reset after
The player comes off for Rock Island on his own power, and Rock Island had a little time to talk about this play.
34-yard line. 4th down, Rock Island.
4th and 4 for the Rocks at their own at the Geneseo 34-yard line.
Hey, guys. Watch that quarterback.
Reese will throw. It's knocked away, incomplete. Bruce Moore stepping in front of that one. It's like triple coverage around Cole Rust.
You bet. Russ was just running a little slant, and Bruce Moore, and I didn't see who the other one was around him, but stepped into that throwing lane right there. Lisa, take over, and it's not the ball game unless you got 5:30 left to go, but a couple first downs, and you might be talking ball game.
Geneseo has 2 timeouts. Rock Island still has all 3 left. As Geneseo takes over after the loss of downs, and they'll start from the 34. Bruce Moore. He's got to be 40 carries, doesn't he, in tonight's game?
Yeah.
He had 19 in the first half.
It feels like he's had just as many, if not more.
Right.
Geneseo, ball on their own 36-yard line.
2 yards there.
Everybody get a block now. Let's go. Get a block. Let's go. Okay, Lloyd.
Geneseo calling the play at the line. A tighter formation here on 2nd down and 8 as we go under the 5-minute mark of the game.
He's waiting for the back judge. There it is.
And it's Moore. He's going to be hit in the backfield. Lucky to get back to that line of scrimmage. 3rd down and 8 coming up. And now Rock Island calls a timeout.
Yeah, they're putting a lot of people on that line of scrimmage. Just daring you to throw at this point.
3rd and 8, Geneseo.
But Rocks use their first timeout. They got 2 left. And we got 4:42 to play in this game. Pat, that clock's not moving fast enough.
No, not at all. They got this ball with 5:30 to go, and 2 plays into it. You'd like it down a little lower, but you got 3rd and 8. Last time you threw the ball on 3rd and long, it turned into an interception. But you can't be afraid. If this is going to be your offense, you can't be afraid to try something like that again. We've had a lot of success throwing the ball tonight. We just got to give Beneke enough time to throw, and receivers get to spots.
All right, after the Rock Island timeout, Geneseo's talked about what they want to do on this 3rd and 8 play.
Down and 8, Geneseo from their own 36-yard line.
Bristol Lewis out there. P.J. Mosier, Mason Jones, Weinzerl, and Bruce Moore's in the backfield. 3rd and 8 for Geneseo. Beneke gets the snap, pressure coming. His pass is knocked down at the line of scrimmage. Incomplete.
Not totally sure who he was throwing it to. Maybe Bristol. Bristol was by himself. But
sets Geneseo up with a 4th down and 8 yards.
Defense going to have to do it again.
4:38 remaining to go in the game.
So 4 minutes and 38 seconds left to go. And P.J. Mosier, we hadn't seen the first 3 quarters tonight. We've seen him twice here in this 4th quarter punting the ball.
Polky back to kick. Back deep to the Rocks.
Turn man about 50 yards off the football, and it's going to hit at the 30, take a high bounce and come down and be fielded. Obrazovic, and he is out to the 35, lost
Ball's
the football.
out.
It's on the turf at around the 40.
Looks like it anyway.
Geneseo saying they've got it.
Special teams you talked about earlier, kind of the bugaboo for the Rocks tonight.
And it's the 3rd turnover by Rock Island this half. And
now go get a 1st down. Or better yet, score.
Even better. Put this game away.
Right. But starts with a 1st down.
From the 38-yard line. It's Bruce Moore. Straight ahead. They're trying to strip the ball. And Moore gets to the 36.
That might work to our advantage, them trying to strip the ball. If we hang on to it, usually you're able to get another 2 or 3 yards.
36-yard line.
Take your time. Let that back judge start waving his hand.
Clock is running. We're under 4 minutes to play in the game. Geneseo with an 8-point lead and the football. 2nd down and 7 from the 36-yard line as they start it with Mason Jones in motion. And it's Bruce Moore finding room off the left side. He's got the 1st down to the 27.
That's one. Now let's go get another one.
It'll be 1st and 10 for the Maple Leafs. Rock Island 26-yard line. 1st and 10, 3:37 left to go in the game.
Come on! Everybody back! Good job, Moser! Keep it fired up, Mo! Keep it fired up!
Start the clock, 3:30 to play. Geneseo up by 8.
So this play can be snapped underneath 3 minutes. Just wait for that back judge.
Now Geneseo's got to snap it, and Bruce Moore is going to get hit as he gets the football in the backfield. It's about a 5-yard loss.
I think Rock Island's convinced that we're not going to throw the ball. We're not going to put the ball in the air at all. Kind of surprised they didn't use one of their timeouts there.
They have 2 left, and now Geneseo's back 2nd down and 14 with the clock running, 2:50 and ticking down. A hard count by Beneke, and I think, drew off Rock Island for 5.
Yes. It's nice to see that on the other side of the football.
Well, that'll help the Geneseo offense as they spot the ball at the 25-yard line.
There's the timeout from Rock Island.
2nd and 9 for Geneseo.
And that'll leave them with 1, with 2:36 to play in the game.
All right. Good job, boys.
2:36 remaining in the game. Geneseo 23, Rock Island 15.
Geneseo trying to hang on here, and Rock Island up by 8 with a little over 2.5 minutes to play in the ball game. Not scored in the second half, though they've got, I think, 3 turnovers.
Right, that's
And Geneseo had opportunities to score. They had it inside the 2 and couldn't get it into the end zone on 4th and 2. And they also, had a 4th and 2 this quarter and decided to punt it away. So,
right. I tell you, it's definitely been you've had some bright spots from the offense, especially in that first half. And defense has come up big. Special teams has come up big. So it's, this is get out of here with hopefully with a win here. Got 2:36 yet to get off that clock. That'll be one you can be proud of.
2nd down and 8. We're ready to run this play. Clock will start on the snap. Bruce Moore with the call. And Moore up the middle. About the 22, and Rock Island's going to have to use their last timeout.
Maybe 3-4 yards.
Just need one, well, actually 2 plays. We're going to run the ball twice, I would assume, on 3rd and 4th down if we don't get the 1st down. But just need one little crease for Bruce.
Right. 1st down will win this game for Geneseo.
Correct.
Otherwise, 2 running plays. Rock Island's going to get the ball back probably with under a minute and a half.
Oh, yes, at least.
2:29 on the clock right now, so.
So, yep, 4th down, yep.
Rock Island out of timeouts.
It's turned into a really nice night for football. Just started that way, and it's ended that way. There's no breeze and just a little chill in the air.
Game reset after timeout. 2:29 remaining.
Hot chocolate weather.
Yeah, definitely.
Geneseo from Rock Island 22. 3rd down.
Well, Geneseo trying to win 2 here tonight in Rock Island. First game went to Geneseo 20-0. Shutout win for the Green Machine. And Varsity trying to get a win themselves. Here we go, 3rd down, 6 to go. Hard count by Beneke. Defense doesn't flinch for Rock Island.
Better yet, the offense doesn't flinch either.
Beneke's got to get this off.
There you go.
And Geneseo calls a timeout. They were close to getting a penalty. And Geneseo's going to call a timeout. So
all that with the clock stopped already. Out of a timeout.
Out of a timeout, yeah. Almost got a delay call. All right, well, they'll talk this one over.
Our last home game of the season. Many thanks go out to all the individuals and businesses who.
Yeah, you're talking the first preliminary game that makes the JV 4-1. They've had a really nice year.
Scott decorating, Ray's
Yep.
Barber Shop.
A lot of kids out.
Yeah,
Those
yes.
2 classes.
Yes.
That roster is just.
The sophomore class is the biggest class in the district. At least it was. I'm assuming it still is. But no, you have a good group of boys there and a good group of boys in the freshman class that seem to get along. And that is so key. They enjoy being around each other. And most importantly, they enjoy competing.
Yeah.
And it's going to be a fun class to watch. A fun 2 classes.
Yep, a lot of energy on that sidelines. It's fun to see. All right, we're back to football here. 3rd down, 6. Geneseo trying to get a 1st down and end this game. It's Bruce Moore. Can he do it? There it is. To the 15. He's got the 1st down as he's tripped up at the 13-yard line. And now all Geneseo needs to do is take a knee.
That's that one crease you needed, and you got it at the perfect time.
So they'll stop the clock just to get the chains moved here.
They're moving.
And we're down to 2:15 and counting. 1st and 10, Geneseo at the 14-yard line. Rock Island cannot stop the clock. Geneseo waiting the last moment to snap it. It's Moore.
Right.
Gets hit from behind.
Yeah, shoved it
Kind of
ground. That's all right. Tick-tock, tick-tock.
2 yards on that play, 1:40 and counting.
However, if you want to go score, go ahead. But I'd like to run some clock.
Hang on to the ball and
Rock Island 12.
Let that clock out, boy.
1:25, clock moving. Geneseo doesn't have to snap it in about less than 10 seconds.
Okay, here we go.
Back.
5, 4, 3.
And it's Bruce Moore. He's got room to run. Down to the 5 with a
Oh,
flag
flag.
coming in.
Not sure what that flag was. Maybe a face mask of some type, or yep,
Side judge,
face
yep.
mask.
So that'll be halfway to the goal line. Probably put them at 2.5-yard line.
Now, if you want to take a knee, you can. Or
Call against Rock Island.
I think just take a knee and call this one good. Yep.
There we go. Celebration starting here with 1:05 to play and the clock winding down.
3 from the Rock Island 3-yard line.
Victory formation. You gotta love it.
Geneseo's lined up here at the 2-yard line. Waiting to snap the ball for the
There we
final
go.
time.
Yep.
And Beneke's going to go under center and take the snap, take a knee. I don't think Geneseo's going to need to snap it again.
I hope not.
And we'll let the last 30 seconds run out here. Geneseo celebrating as the players come on the field, 3-2. Their overall record, a big win here in Rock Island, 23-15, kind of makes up for that game last year. A tough loss there, so congratulations to the Green Machine tonight.
Right. Well, you know, you hope Connor Helke gets healthy in a hurry, and Michael Emmerich, you wish the best for them. The one nice thing is after Michael went out, the snaps were still good. But holy cow, that's just a good win, because that's a pretty athletic team over there, and for a large part of this game, you dominated them. So happy for the Green Machine. It's the supper is going to taste good tonight. My wife said we're going to go to supper after the game, and I'm like, it's going to be 10:15 before that happens, and we're close.
So Geneseo with no points in the second half, but they create 3 turnovers on Rock Island. Hang on here, win it 23-15, and a good run there in the first half offensively, Pat. The way the offense was putting together drives, and didn't finish with a touchdown all the time. They got 3 field goals tonight and a couple touchdowns mixed in, but enough to win here tonight and go to 3-2 and finish out next season or next week against Moline at home.
Right. Well, that's the thing. You hit it right there. 3 field goals means you still move the ball down into scoring territory. So the offense played phenomenal in that first half. You know, didn't quite get untracked. Got it down to the 2 one time. So you were able to move the ball.
We have Geneseo with looks like 21 first downs tonight. They had 202 yards on the ground, or 191 yards on the ground, and about 193 through the air. So they not a whole lot of offense in the second half, but defensively did a good job here tonight, especially with Rock Island, the way they started. You didn't know what was going to take place, after that.
Just the difference. We mentioned it early. It's kind of eerily similar to that Sterling game, and you know how that one went. And this time we kept playing. You responded with a field goal, which was good. Then you got your stop. You responded with a touchdown, and then that confidence just starts just goes way up, and you're able to sustain some success in that first half. Obviously, second half not quite as well, but at the end of the day, you win by 8 points.
Yeah, 57 rushing attempts tonight for Geneseo. I'm sure Bruce Moore probably had 80% of those or 90% of those. And we're going to get some final stats here from Parker Prohaska as Geneseo comes over here to the sidelines, kind of celebrates a little bit with
You bet.
some of the fans that were able to get into the game. And looking forward to next week's game. These seniors get a chance to play out their last game at home. So 21 first downs tonight for Geneseo, 57 rush attempts for 191. Beneke was 10 of 19 through the air and had 384 total yards offense tonight for Geneseo. So Beneke with 193 passing. Bruce Moore, 46 carries, 151 yards, with like Earl Campbell numbers, and a touchdown, and great receiving tonight too.
He only averaged 3 1/3 yards per carry, but those were some tough yards that he got tonight. Just phenomenal performance.
Ariano with 73 yards receiving, 86 from Weiserl, and a touchdown, and just a good game overall, running and passing the ball tonight for Geneseo. So overall, Pat, good performance for Geneseo. They get the win, third in a row, and we'll catch up with you next week.
Will do. See you at home, senior night.
All right, sounds good. We want to thank not only Pat Mitchell here, but also Bob Pettit for the earlier broadcast. Parker Prohaska with all the stats. Our man Keith Kennett, who sets everything up for us, does a great job, brings you these games at home and on the road. And great win here tonight for Geneseo with the win 23-15 over Rock Island. For everybody here, I'm Lauren Lemke. Have a good night.